how do you deal with changes to your family routines? Look, life can be pretty crazy sometimes when you have a family. So it could just be back to school time. It could be changes at your job. Maybe you've changed your schedule. Maybe you're working from home more now. Or maybe you got a new family member like we did. This is Hugo. Around the neighborhood, he's known as Handsome Hugo. And he came to our family during the quarantine at the urging of our three kids. My name is Dustin Riekman from EngageMarriage.com, and I just want to share 3 quick tips that have really helped us navigate some crazy changes in our own family routines and schedules. Number 1 is to discuss it openly with your spouse. Obviously, you're going to come together and discuss the practicalities of how you're going to adjust. What I want you to do is come to this conversation with your husband or wife with opportunities in mind. What positive things can we change as we're changing our schedule and changing our routines? Also, any concerns, write down concerns. Really think about, what am I worried about with changes here? So you guys can have an open dialogue and really have some quality communication. Number 2 is to involve your kids. I do not mean to involve your kids in that initial discussion. I also don't mean to let your kids dictate the schedule. However, you want to be open with your kids that things are changing and that you guys have a plan and that you're going to make sure that they're secure and that it's a positive change for the kids. Kids really crave routine. They really thrive when there's a sense of certainty. So you want to make sure that they're aware and they're involved in this discussion. And number 3 is to write it down. We all get in our own heads. We all have intentions. We have assumptions that we're making anytime there's a change. It really helps to write things down. This is like my new schedule in this new season of life with back to school, with Handsome Hugo, with changes with some of our job situations. So we're dealing with a lot of change, what could be a lot of uncertainty. 3 different kids with 3 different school schedules, hybrid and otherwise, sports, all the stuff that's slowly coming back at this point. But writing it down really helps to match up schedules. It helps me communicate with my wife, Bethany. I don't stick with this hour by hour daily schedule every day. Of course, things change, things happen, but it gives me a blueprint. It gives me a template to work from, and then we can modify this as we need, right? So it really helps with clear communication and clarity when you write things down. So above all, when you're using these 3 tips, have grace in the process because change is always a process. I wish we could flip a switch and just switch overnight and this is our new schedule. Things are happy and we're healthy and we're really enjoying life. But that's not the way it works. It's a process. It's going to be gradual. And the other thing, have grace, but also keep in mind, we kind of open with opportunity that this is a new season of life if your family routine is changing, and there are always opportunities to grow closer together with your spouse, grow closer with your kids. So I hope you can put these tips into practice and enjoy the ride.